Hello everyone, Teacher here and welcome back to another video. Today I want to focus on one squad and one squad alone and how I think it works in raid and where my overall score for it would be. So if you're ready, let's take a closer look. So what we're going to be doing today is the first of many where I'm going to be looking at a squad and considering it for all 4 chapters and raid. Now, I'm going to be considering it as a whole, as a unit, and I'm going to give it a rank out of 1 to 10, like a score, and then we'll talk about the individual units, if some are worth more than others, and how you should do it. So, if you're ready, well, you might have thought, obviously, it's a light side squad, but this is where I might throw you off. I'm not going to be talking about Rivendell, I'm going to be talking about Rohan. And the reason why I'm going to be talking about Rohan is it is the most free-to-play friendly squad outside of Road to Rivendell, which some people do have reservations about. We're going to be talking about that more at some other point, but for today it is Rohan. So Rohan is pretty interesting overall because you get 3 characters right off the bat. Now we're gonna start off with the leader, Lady Aowin, and her ability here is okay, 35% crit chance, it's nice, and the other one would be 45, so it's okay, you can get for this without having to invest green materials. There's a gem chest available at the moment, 600, where you can pull that, so free to play, rejoice, you can actually now get some green currency. Now let's take a look at her squad. She gains defensive, that's really nice, and then she has her attack for a total of 180 damage. 180 is okay for a basic, and defensive is actually quite nice for the troll, not troll, chapter 3, because defensive actually helps you. So, then she has this ability, which everyone really likes, grants might to all squad members at level 5, and call the ally with the highest damage to assist. Now that would be your Elma. Then we have a stamina reduction. Here she cleanses 2 Banes from herself and 1 from all. It is a 4-turn cooldown. That is, if this had been a 3, it would be really nice, but it's only a 4. And 2 Banes from herself, that's okay, and she inflicts some more damage, and she can inflict Disable. Now Disable is really nice actually, so. And then we have her passive. On turn, gain 1 stack of counterattack. This is really nice for Arena, actually, because it deals with Eldred's AoE. If he gets nimble, then this automatically removes it. When an ally is inflicted with a Bane, gain 2.5% turn meter, so she will have a lot of turn meter on the Balrog. And yeah, here it will go up when a Rohan it gets higher. So Lady Aowin is really good for the raid. She is having here she can grant might, she can cleanse, she is pretty good overall, and for all 4 chapters I would score her 8.5, maybe a 9 out of 10, because she offers a lot and she is the leader. Now then the next one we're gonna go into, pretty quick, simple, and that is Elma, he gains 15% turn meter on his basic. That is also when he does his link attack, so that's pretty good, his assist. This summon is really good, and it actually has a high amount of damage. If you can get it out at the right time, you will see a whole bunch of damage, especially because you get this Rohirrim's Assault, can gain might for 2 turns, and then you can do this and it ignores armor. That's good for the troll and the Balrog, and it actually hits really high. So, and then we have his Courageous Charge. He cleanses 1 Bane for himself and Eothane. That's actually really nice, especially for himself. Eothane is basically there to die. And then here he gains some healing when he assists. So, yeah, on turn, heal 6%. That is passive healing, and it's nothing to scoff at. And his stats are pretty nice overall. He actually has a high amount of damage. Now he is slow, but his, yeah, that is okay. So Elma, I would probably rate for all chapters. I'm gonna go ahead and say he's a 10 out of 10. He's definitely a 9, 9.5 as well, but I'm gonna label him a 10 because he actually has a lot of stuff. He crits reasonably well on the Cave Troll. The summon and assist is vital in chapter 1, it's so easy. a summon in chapter 3 as well, and he can cleanse, so that's really good. Sorry about that. So, yeah, pretty well. And we have Eothane, the tank. So, level 4, I actually didn't realize it was level 4, I thought it was level 5 or level 6. And that is his basic that inflicts expose. That's really good. That is good for both the troll and for the Balrog if you can get past the resistance. Then you have turn meter here, 20% turn meter. You actually don't want to go for a 4 provoke stack. It's really not that great for arena and everything because you want him to also stay alive actually. And then here grand counterattack and some damage. Now the sad part is here this is a 5-turn cooldown, so that sucks honestly. And his passive is overall quite nice because it makes him more tanky. So where would I label this guy? I would label him 7.5 out of 10. And some of the things that pulls back for him is actually the fact that this is a 5-turn cooldown, and the fact that you don't get anything that you really need with the level 6, and also the fact that level 4 is where you can get like level 4 here is nice that it's there, that's a plus, but then you would want more damage honestly. So Eldred is the healer and he is in the gem store, so he isn't that free to play. Now here he gained turn meter for each Rohan ally below 50% health, and overall just 5% turn meter when he does his basic. His heal is on a low cooldown, it's actually a 2-turn if you get it to max, and he heals for a total of 600 plus 10%, and he grants a lot of regen. But it's only a 1 person, so that this is really dragging him down. Then you have heal all squad members, and this is 800 plus, let's see, 14, 18. That's nice, but double heal is nice. However, there's a problem here. This is a 6-turn cooldown, and at level 6 you just get it to a 5.6, so you don't get it off the bat, which is okay. And then here he grants max health, so that helps him with that, and resistance isn't really that great in chapters. Now, what he really likes is cleansing, honestly, and if he could do something else with his basic. I'm gonna label him a 6.5, close to a 7 out of 10, and the reason for that is these regions actually, yes, they're nice, but if he had a cleanse, he would jump actually up to an 8, I would say. He really needs cleanse now that we know how the Balrog works. And then the last one, not many people are building her, which I think might be a mistake. And that is Wilifred, Wilfin. Sorry, not Wilifred, Wilfin. She has Enfeeble, that's really nice, crit chance, and it's a 2-turn, so that's really good for the Cave Troll and for the Balrog. It can hit. Here she taunt or provoke, she can deal a lot of damage. Now the only problem is those two don't have it. It could be nice in an arena, multi-squad PvP for instance. And here she just gains a whole lot of crit chance if you attack someone that has a higher health than her. And it says more health, not percentage health. So if it works like that, she could actually be really good in both the Balrog and the Cave Troll. So she would gain a lot of crit with this. Some people have calculated without a crit. She could actually gain a whole bunch of damage, and because of this gain bonus damage equal to 10% of this character's current health percent. So yeah, that is, she could gain a whole bunch of damage, and here you just get max health, max buff, everything. So her, I would need to test her before I could honestly say, but reading her kit, I would put her at let's see the cooldown here, 3 and 4. I would put her at maybe 7.5 overall if her kits work like that. Nah, maybe down to 7 because chapter 1 and chapter 3 not that much offering. And that's where overall I would probably say this squad, if I didn't say it in the beginning, I would label this squad as an 8 out of 10. And something that pulls them down is the fact that they lack cleansing, which they really need, and they need something to help them taunt. outside of Eothane because of how Chapter 3 works. I haven't seen them getting a good score. However, Chapter 1, they are really good for a score. Also, this trio is massive. Like, if it was just these three alone, we would probably talk an 8.5 or a 9. So overall, there's some good things, but something that pulls the team down is the fact that Eldred isn't really available. Wilfriend is in a chapter 4 node, hard node, so that takes some time. But these three are massive and they're great plug and play. You could go do Arena along with Gimli and Legolas, who are now farmable, and that would be a really good team. And I think that might actually be a nice team for multi-squad. So is the team worth investing into for raids? These three, yes. These two, maybe more if you want to go for an actual overall theme. Wilfin might have some potential for a chapter 2 and a chapter 4. So yeah, raids, I would say as a free-to-play, definitely invest into them. I would say they are top 5 pick, these for across the chapters. If we are talking light spenders, I would say definitely Elma and maybe Lady Aowin. And if you are spending around the same like me, a few €100 per month, I would say Elma is a good plug and play character who is viable and he's worth it now. Then why haven't I built my own? Because honestly, I made the swap to Rivendell and I have other squads that I need to do, such as Gondor and so on. But overall, yeah, this is a really nice solid team, and I would say they are worthy inclusion for your squads in the Mines of Moria raid. Now, do you agree with my ranking of this team overall? The individual characters? Drop a comment down below. Leave a like if it pleases you. Hit the subscribe button so you get notification for new videos. I try to release one every day. And I'll see you all in the next video.